I'm Kristen Schaefer, and I teach Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 at Hume Fogg.
I'm Danielle McDonald, and I teach Algebra 1 and Geometry at Hume Fogg.
And what we're going to be looking at today is our students in Algebra 1 are required to take 3 ThinkLink tests over the course of the year. And the questions are the full range of the Algebra 1 course. And so what we've done is we've taken the first 2 assessments and pulled just the questions that we've already taught our students. So we're looking at a different type of diagnostic and prediction for how well they're going to do on the EOC based on, again, the skills that they've mastered having been taught those skills. So not things that we haven't got to. That's not going to come into play as we look at what they know right now. And we've broken it down by standard, and so we're going to be discussing what standards we saw as we did this test. And so, like, I have all my students' results here, and so we're going to be looking at questions that a significant portion of my students miss, and she's got the same for her classes. And then we're going to be also looking at individual students. We're actually going to be going through their individual test results.
I had 56% that missed it.
And I had 40.
Okay.
So this is a significant number.
Number 3, I had 42, which I feel is pretty significant
and
in this case.
53. I had 16, I had a 40.
Okay, I had 33, but I'll mark it for you too.
Okay. And then
We taught this earlier. This was one that they did in their round robin, where we had groups set up, and they taught themselves.
Right. Although we've gone over irrational quite a bit, like when we talked about simplifying radicals and recognizing if something is a perfect square or not, if we can rationalize.
That would probably be something that we would definitely need to go over in a group setting. Let's see. Also, that was question 11, right? That was considered a hard question for them.
Reduce systems for sure.
Number 30, we had 44%. I had 44%.
I had 53.
Okay, so back to solving systems, which they do in Algebra 2.
And they still struggle in Algebra 2.
And they still struggle in our Algebra 2. So,
but I wonder if they get
Remember,
I'm so tired of reading. Here's my answer. I'm done.
Well, we also have the issue of the freshman reading comprehension test that we gave, that our English department gave at the beginning of the year, that showed that they were pretty low for that. So
I'm wondering, if
it's showing across the board. Okay.
So we'll make a note. Maybe give them more questions similar to that and model for them how to go through and read the whole paragraph and look at the chart, but then just pull out the necessary information, not be overwhelmed.
In class, what is some things we could do, or what could we offer after school or before school?
And I think we need, we could go through and pair, within the same standards, not just classifying numbers. Now, obviously, classifying numbers, that's something we're going to have to do as a whole group discussion. But taking several standards that are somewhat closely related, and saying, okay, on Tuesday morning for half an hour, Tuesday afternoon for half an hour, we're just going to focus on these skills. So go through and identify those students who maybe missed those specific questions and say, okay, this child missed, questions 5 and 12, so that's an indicator that they need to come this Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. And have it, go ahead and get the schedule made out as much as possible so we can email parents and say, this is what your child needs to plan on coming. Even some of the easier skills, I'm amazed at how many of them, 20% of the students miss a question. And I'm still thinking, well, this is a very basic question, which again makes me wonder how much time they actually spent doing it. So maybe we should even do a little survey asking them, how much time did you spend on this? How
realistically,
did you use your calculator? Did you use the formula sheet that we gave you? What effort did you put in? And I just have them rate themselves. I mean, I think that would be a fair question, a fair assessment, because
because if they only spent 20 minutes.